Welcome back, YouTube. This is Ricepaddy Reasons, and my name is Isaac, and I am your Rice Paddy Daddy. Hey. So here is my quick guide to Ricepaddy's rules, formerly known as Ricepaddy's fundamentals. So before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when I drop a new video, and please watch the whole video and leave a comment down below if you have any questions, because I really want to know what you guys are thinking too. Also, we want to feed the algorithm. So let's jump right into it, okay? Rule number 1, listen to the right people. This is where do you learn, okay? You want to listen to the right people. Who are the right people? The right people are the people that have what you want. Example, I play percussion. I would like to be better. I want to be able to play with the best in the world someday. And so I am learning from, well, a competent, not only competent, but a professional drummer who does it for a living. He's been doing it for 50 years, okay? That's the guy that I want to learn rhythm from. So when somebody is trying to teach you something, you really have to ask the question, is this person somebody that has the knowledge that I am looking to acquire? So for example, if you want to travel the world and see new countries and new places and meet new people and do it full time, then you want to listen to the guys that are already doing it. Okay, I'm talking about guys like the Brazil Yesh, who is the godfather and the founder of Blue Book Gentlemen, Average Man Unplugged, also known as Unplugged Traveler, Zoom to Thailand, Global Passport Crew, Ed Travels. I'm going to link all of these guys in the description. If you haven't subbed to any of these guys' channels, go ahead and do that. It's going to be down in the description. These are some of the guys that I'm listening to because they're doing what I want to do. So always ask that question. Am I listening to the right person? Because the people that are telling you that you can't do what you want in life, those may or may not be the right people. Rule number 2, this is called the self-betterment index, okay? So this concept has to do with your discipline for learning, okay? In other words, you must be teachable in order to learn something, and that requires something, okay? It requires 2 factors, okay? And I'm going to tell you how to assess your self-betterment index, okay? The first factor that is required is your willingness to make sacrifices in order to learn something, okay? What are you willing to give up? It's always going to cost you something in order to learn something. Time, effort, money, to name a few things. You might have to give up other things that you like in order to learn this thing. It doesn't matter what it is. It's going to require sacrifice, okay? So on a scale of 0 to 10, okay? 0 being nothing, 10 being anything and everything, okay? Your willingness to sacrifice. I'm not saying you have to sacrifice everything, all right? I'm just saying you have to be willing to sacrifice anything and anything in order to rate yourself a 10 at this, okay? For example, I'm like, hey, let's go learn how to make some passive income. And you're like, yeah, I'm a 10, Ricepaddy. I'm like, okay, let's go, let's learn it right now. And you're like, I gotta go because I got a TV show that I wanna watch, okay? So, I believe you that you want to learn, okay, but you're not a 10, okay? Just giving you an example, okay? 0 to 10, all right? The second factor is your willingness to change and accept change, okay? So first of all, you might have to change your habits. You might have to change your lifestyle. You might have to change your budget. You might change the whole way that you think, okay? What are you willing to change in your life, okay? What are you willing to change about yourself? These are things that you all have to consider. Rate it again, 0 to 10, okay? 10 being anything and everything, okay? You must also understand that change is inevitable, all right? you are never going to stay the same. You have to understand that you're either going to change for the better or you're going to change for the worse. This is inevitable. You have to accept this and choose one. Okay, so your willingness to sacrifice and your willingness to accept change. I'm going to tell you right now, you have to be high in both of these factors in order to truly be teachable, or teachable enough to make a difference in your own self-betterment. The self-betterment index is assessed as a grade. So what you're going to do is you're going to rate yourself on one factor and then by the other, and you're going to get a percentage, okay, after that, and you're going to look at it like it's a grade. Okay, so example, 5 and 5, that's average, right? That's like halfway, but 5 times 5 is 25. That means that you have a a teachability of around like 25%. Okay, as a grade, okay, that's an F. I'm sorry, you suck. Okay, it's not good enough to just be halfway. All right, you have to be high in both of them in order to make any difference whatsoever. Now, the reason why you assess yourself is because not all of us are teachable all the time. As a matter of fact, most of us suck most of the time. Okay, that's just reality. All right, how many times have you talked yourself out of doing what you already know you're supposed to be doing? So the reason why you assess this several times a day all the time is because unless you know you suck, you're never going to get any better. So this is how you raise your teachability up to the point where you're actually willing to take action and make those sacrifices and changes necessary in order to better yourself. We will continue these rules in the next video, but until next time, guys, you keep growing and deserve your victory.